Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you don't like basketball, it's a strictly only basketball podcast.
No, because I have something to bring up to you.
Me first.
This actually this thing has something to do with basketball.
Me first.
So I just shared the podcast with my guild, which I sent them the YouTube list of our monologue podcast.
Oh, okay.
And if you scroll through it,
yeah,
I want to see if you notice anything. I'm going to point to a few episodes.
Get your head out of the way.
Okay, so actually, let me put it over here. Can you see this far?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so this one.
Yeah.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Same shirt.
This one.
The
This one.
same shirts.
This one.
Yeah.
Underneath the jacket, and this one, and it goes on. Because you get into these grooves where you find you find a shirt that you really like and you wear it often, and it makes sense kind of because like we record on the same day, so therefore like okay, you go through your laundry list and then like okay, here it is.
It's only because I live with my girlfriend now and I only have like 6 shirts. That's what it is. And for the past weeks.
Wait, you have a uniform to live. Not only do you have a bedtime, you also have to wear a uniform while you live there.
Yeah. I have a different shirt for each outfit, and we record on Thursday, so I usually wear that. It's actually under this shirt right now.
Wait, no, that's actually another one that you wear often too.
Well, these are always. I wear this sweater too all the time.
Yeah,
it's
and
the only
also
fucking
that jacket.
things I have. Which one?
Then there was that teal sweater for a bit too.
Yeah,
that one you wore for.
I only don't wear it because I just don't have it now.
Which it's really funny when I like point something out to somebody new because everybody else like fixates on something, and that's the first. They're like, "Wow, you guys have a lot of episodes." I was like, "Yeah, not like anybody watches them or whatever." You know, the good old.
Yeah.
And he immediately goes, "Hey, your buddy always wears the same shirt, huh?" He goes, "He likes the Bucks a lot."
That's not wrong.
He was like, "You should tell him to stop wearing that shirt so often."
No, I'll keep wearing it. I don't care.
You do love it. And I said, "Well, I mean, the Bucks are the best team ever."
And how does he know it's the same shirt? How does he not know that I have 7 of that shirt?
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. Yeah.
Very quick, I'm upset.
100,000 on my head. That's disrespect.
I'm upset in NBA because
wait, quick tangent off that.
Yeah.
Can you like interrupt anything with like a Drake lyric? Like if somebody says something, you can immediately just
go into a song.
Yeah, immediately go into a Drake, not just song, a Drake hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so basketball.
I was driving home.
Yeah.
From Minnesota after visiting my girlfriend's
Say
family.
the exact address.
I don't know it. It's Barnesville, Minnesota. And honestly, with that small of a town, you can just find everybody who lives there.
Yeah.
Only like about 100 people live there. So,
and they all fuck.
And they all have sex with each other, and they all know it.
That's dope.
So my girlfriend.
Animals too?
My girlfriend was talking about her stepfather, who is an elderly man. He's about 95 years old.
Oh, stepfather. that's quite the convenience.
He literally told her, he was like, It's got to suck for your generation because you guys were not. You got your generation's music. There's just no hits, and there's not gonna be hits, and like there. And she was telling me this, right? And I said, "Does he realize that he's just saying the most old man thing of all time?" And she was like, "No, I don't think he even realized that he was just." Because that's just inherently impossible.
Yeah.
And the argument made me upset where I was yelling at my girlfriend like it was him.
Yeah.
Like she believed in that. And I was like, "You're telling me this isn't a hit?" And I played her like... I didn't even play her like Drake songs. I played her...
Yeah.
I played her Ed Sheeran.
Which is crazy because you can...
Shape of You, Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Gold.
I think that there's actually 100...
Hit Me Baby One More Time, Britney Spears.
You could take all the songs up until the 90s, like every song.
Drake's got more hits than the Beatles.
Literally.
That's another Drake line.
Literally. Drake literally has more hits.
I got more hits than the Beatles.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
I don't either. But like literally, like, and I'm not even like a big Drake stan, but like he has got more hits than all the bands combined put together from like the 60s to the 90s.
A couple of Michael Jackson records as well. I think he beat Michael Jackson for the most consecutive songs on the top 100 list.
Or
like week after week or some shit like that.
I forgot what it was. Something that I saw. It was like 8 years consecutively, like every single week, he had a song in the top 100.
Yeah, it was something like that.
For 8 years.
Yeah.
That's 52 weeks times 8, which
so,
right off the top of the head, that's fucking a lot of weeks.
Let's write off like 50% of that.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Because like
that's still 4 years of it.
Yeah, because like One Dance is a hit, like that hit, but that was a fucking garbage ass song.
I still like One Dance.
I hate that song.
You go back to some of the songs that were like slaps in that era.
Yes.
Not as good, but
wait, you know what it actually was too? It was since Best I Ever Had.
Yeah.
Up until like last year or whatever was how long he had it. So think of when Best I Ever Had was a hit.
Like middle school.
Literally.
Yeah.
I was popping that. I was fucking dancing on bitches, throwing milk cartons at fucking middle school dances.
Remember that song Summer 16? Nah, Summer 16.
Yeah, Summer 16.
That song sucked. That song was trash.
Yeah.
But it was a hit. And no, if you just discount like, let's say even like 80% of Drake's songs, there's still like a decent amount of like actual like good hits in there.
Yeah.
So
and like variations too.
I was getting
very big variations.
And she was like, you're not mad at me. Like, I'm not having this.
I mean, you could be mad at her though.
I was mad
because she's related to that guy.
Back to the Bucks and the NBA. Bucks have been bothering me because they're
playing like garbage in the bubble
and in the bubble and
bubble.
I don't know. I'm nervous. I think it'll be fine. They're still.
I think that they're
still the overall number one team based on standings.
They're very good, like all around.
But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the Trailblazers and the Suns.
Yeah,
you don't know much right now. You haven't been paying attention. I will explain to you very quickly.
I've been caring about manly alpha things,
right?
Video games.
So the Trailblazers might be the third best team in the West.
Okay,
and they are competing for the 8th seed.
Okay,
all season they are bad, right?
Yep.
They played in a couple games, but I gotta say they weren't great. They had injuries and they were missing players. So in the bubble, people are just expecting them to get the 8th seed, which Damian Lillard has been playing out of his mind. You know, when we do the podcast, I don't ever text at all.
Yeah, I immediately got a text from somebody.
About who? From who? From who?
From Cody.
Okay. What? You don't have to.
I'll get back to it. He was asking about me being sick because I was sick the other week.
Ooh.
Okay, continue on. You just here's the thing.
That's crazy.
Don't tell boring stories because all mine are exciting. That's why you don't have to ever text. All mine.
That's so crazy.
But I keep you on the edge of your seat.
There's no edge.
Keep me. Yeah.
You don't edge.
The entire thing is the edge for you.
No, you bust the immediately right away.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I can crank my hog for 3+ hours.
And so the Trailblazers are playing right now. If they beat the Nets, they're in. Yeah. Well, they're not in. They got to compete in the play-in game. Mm-hmm. And there was the one other team that nobody was expecting.
Yep.
The Phoenix Suns have now gone undefeated, 8-0.
Was this a thing? Was it 124 different outcomes or something could have happened from last week, like Friday or whatever? Or am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of the LCS. See, only alpha shit. Only can't continue.
And this team, nobody expected, completely whatever. They won every single game in the bubble, and they're still not going to.
Devin Booker pulling up from half court,
and they're still not making it in.
Yeah,
just because the Bucks lost to the Grizzlies today,
the worst team in the league.
Giannis did headbutt a guy 2 days ago, and he got suspended from a game.
And I quote: "Wait, did you look at my League of Legends client?"
No.
Immediately, Wes goes, "Hey, how about you bring up how Giannis just headbutted somebody?"
He was
good. He was like, "That's just pretty sick." Also, that guy, I don't even think that he fully went for the headbutt. I'm going to defend the headbutt a little bit. He did go like that, but it was like he was squaring up with him, and the guy did lean into him also. That guy was the baby back bitch, and he's like he didn't catch the hands.
When I was reading on Reddit, people were really upset.
Why?
And they were saying shit like, "Wow, that's a bad look for Giannis." Like, Giannis, what are you doing?
That's competitive.
In my head, I'm thinking why do people give a fuck? Suspend him for a game, sure.
Dude, all the best players do that shit. Like literally, like fucking MJ would throw hands. Like he doesn't give a fuck. Kobe got into fights all the time.
Who cares?
The best players, except for LeBron James, get into fights. That's just how it is. If you're that competitive, you're going to get angry. Me, I used to set up beforehand in football that we would beat the shit out of the best players on the team. Yeah. Like when we tackle them, we'd give them 2 kidney punches.
That's why I think I'm a little desensitized to the headbutt because it was such a whatever. I mean, I've seen you've headbutt harder players in your own team for like camaraderie because you guys like brain injury.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen before.
You got to rattle the bit. I mean, the only way to toughen it up is rattle that bitch up.
So that just seemed like a...
It's the same way how I can drink so much. I punch myself in the kidneys 4 times a day as hard as I can. And if you toughen yourself, it's literally just muscle memory at that point. Which I think that my kidneys are failing.
So because Giannis headbutted a player, the Suns now don't get to play in the postseason.
Yeah.
That's really how it goes.
That's bullshit.
It's upsetting because I wanted to see Damian Lillard, who's probably the best player in the bubble.
Ever
of all time.
Yeah.
Face off against Devin Booker, also the best player of all time.
And you know what's crazy is that not only is he the best player in the bubble, he's also the best rapper by far.
Does he rap?
Yeah.
Oh, like, he has bars?
The guy did like a 6-minute freestyle on Sway in the Morning or something like that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
And it's not better than Shia's.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, dude, this guy has bars.
You know what's weird about the Shia LaBeouf freestyle?
I'll say it. He's better than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what's weird about the Shia LaBeouf one? Is that I just didn't see it until well after the fact.
Yeah.
I completely missed it.
That guy's just, he's talented. He's an artist.
Shia?
Yeah.
You ever see him rap about Transformers? Oh, it's like a grassroots party. And
I watch it every day.
And he's like shirtless. And he's just freestyling about Transformers?
That being said, rapping about Transformers is very easy.
Oh, yeah. Because spit.
Every time I hit a fucking rap circle, I'm always throwing down bars about Transformers.
Do you have anything new that's happened to you in the recent
times?
All right, go ahead.
I already told you this story.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'll act like I didn't hear it.
Yeah, be surprised.
Okay.
Also, your reaction to it is kind of good. So today I did a job for a customer. Go to his house.
Yeah, why didn't you just save this?
Older guy. Yeah, I probably should have. Get more of a genuine. But I was in such shock I had to call you. Like I had to call. Like I wanted to call somebody from my work, but I was like, then they might make me work more. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
And so we go to this. Like I go to this job and do this quick job. He shows me what's wrong. He's like 80 something years old. And I go, hey, it'll be like 2-3 minutes. I'll be right back out of the garage in 2-3 minutes. Literally took me 2 seconds, fix it. And he's not on the porch anymore. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll write it up right away. Write up like the invoice to get paid. Go and knock on the door. And he says, come in, which is a normal thing to do. Like if it's summertime, people keep their doors open. You knock on the door. They go, oh, come in, because they got to get the checkbook anyways. Not even thinking of it, just walk in the kitchen right into the house. And I go, I got it all set for you, as I typically do. And he goes, he starts talking back like, oh, what was wrong with it? And so I like look to where the voice is.
He's talking.
It's right to the left.
From a distance, you can't.
Not even from a distance. Like this guy's like maybe 6.
Oh, like around the corner or something.
6 or 8 feet. No, it's not even like a corner. Say this: if you're looking at the door that walks into the house, you go in and literally look to the left. It goes, you walk into the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
And this guy's sitting down taking a shit with the door wide open, talking to me like it's normal. This guy's like 85 years old, and he's just like talking to me. And like, I go, and like, I didn't want to like, this guy's a repeat customer. Like, we do a lot of work for him.
So you don't want to lose the business?
Yes, that. And also, like, I'm working. So, like, I can't just like, hey, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can. You definitely can. I think that's on you. And I think that's on all of his family members, too. He's gone his entire life thinking that that's okay. And you should have shut that shit down there.
But also, what if he didn't think that? Maybe at some point he would have been just as repulsed. But like a year ago, he lost that part of his brain.
Like, who cares?
Just deteriorated.
Hey, guess what? Reteach him.
Yeah.
He's got to learn.
You ever hear you can't teach old fucks new tricks?
I have 2 people that I ran into that I think will beat you.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, you're not done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this guy continues on with this conversation. I go into the like kitchen more so that way I don't have to like make eye contact with this guy while he's shitting, which I should have. I should have been. It should have been an alpha play, and I should have looked the guy in the eyes.
You should. There's so many things that you should have done.
Yes,
and you really.
It gets better though.
I think you bitched out.
And so I write it all up, and I go, all right, you want me to send you the bill? He just goes, no, I'll be out in a second. Do you mind coming in here and wiping my ass?
This is stupid.
I'm serious.
You're joking.
No.
That's not true.
100% true.
That you made that part up.
No. He didn't say ass. He goes, could you come in here and give me hand wiping?
That's not true.
100%.
You just made that up.
And I go,
that's not true.
I go, sir, I don't.
So you saved that part?
Yes.
You're lying. You made that part up.
No. And I go, all
right,
sir,
you win.
I go, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
That's not true.
100%. And he goes, it's not too, please. And he was like, I normally have a caretaker here. And I go, and I pushed him down and I ran out of the house. No, that guy didn't ask me to wipe his ass.
Oh, man.
But you do fall for everything, which is crazy.
Man, that would have been good.
You do fall for everything.
All right. I'll tell you the two that I've been saving for you.
Okay. So you found two people that could beat me?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
What?
Okay. They're completely true. I won't fabricate any parts of the story.
Okay.
So 2 different days, right?
Yes.
The first one is very definitely alarming.
Yeah.
The second one makes the first guy look like a baby.
Okay. This is my first really, really weird guy, because you run into weird guys often.
You know what? Often. It seems more often than it is.
Yes.
It's like it'll go a complete dry period, and then it'll be like boom,
and
boom,
then you'll
boom.
meet a murderer,
and then I'll meet somebody who probably killed their
confesses to a murder,
a family of 4 or something.
Yes.
So this one isn't that crazy. I'm just walking out of the store, and this man is holding his pants are looking like they're falling off, and he's holding them up, right?
Looking like a fool with the pants.
And he's like, he's trotting, but he's moving quick, right? Yeah. And he keeps looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I've seen things like this before, and I go, oh, he's stealing. I'm not going to stop him.
Yeah.
Let him go. You know, I've seen it happen countless times. Yeah. I've seen people chase after them. I do not chase after. I let them steal.
Yeah, obviously.
So,
because if you like stop them and like say you trip them or something,
yeah,
you can get sued.
You know why I don't stop them?
Because you don't care.
Let them steal.
I mean, it's their gig. That's their gig.
That's on them.
You don't see somebody coming up to you and just taking shit off the shelf and just throwing it down on the ground.
No.
Because that's your gig. Mm-hmm. These people steal. Why stop their hustle?
I get it. Yeah.
Like I don't go up to drug dealers and just stop them.
If they got out the door, they've earned it.
Yeah. At that point, it's theirs.
So this guy, I've noticed that he's not stealing, because if you're stealing, you're going to directly go straight, right, and run out the door. He takes a hard right. Another hard right, goes right to the building, right? And he keeps looking over his shoulder. And I'm watching him the whole time.
Yeah.
And then at one point, he kind of just shrugs his shoulders, and then he just starts peeing right outside on the building. What's crazy to me is he ran literally right past the bathroom. I don't know why, but he just started peeing, and he really was like, yeah, man, this is just what I'm doing. Like, that's just the expression I got of him.
And this was inside of his store or outside?
Right outside the store. He ran right past the bathroom, outside the store, out the doors, took a right, took another right to pee on the building, and then left. I don't know why.
That's his MO.
Strange.
Yeah.
Weird.
Very odd.
This one was intimidating.
Okay. Which is hard to do. I've tried to I tower over you by like 5 inches, and I don't even intimidate you even a little bit.
So I'm stocking the shelves and doing my job as I normally do.
As you do.
This guy walks in, and like, you're just aware of people. You just look at them.
Yeah. We
lock eyes, and he looks. If you just saw the guy walking, he just looks like he's dressed strangely. Oh, maybe homeless, maybe just like maybe he has a bad sense of style. You're not sure why he's dressed that way. How old? He looks about 30s, in his 30s, mid 30s, okay. Right? And he doesn't necessarily look like a freak, but maybe he's teetering.
It's
right?
possible that he's a freak.
So when we catch eye contact, it's not like a look and then a glance. It's a look, and he maintains eye contact. Mm-hmm. And he starts looking at me like intensely.
And you don't look away, do you?
No.
Yeah, obviously.
No, I keep looking.
Yes.
So he's looking intensely at me like this, and I'm looking back at him like that. Like, it's just straight face. I'm not joking. And he doesn't break eye contact with me.
Yeah.
Then he starts pacing back and forth. I swear to God.
While still maintaining eye contact.
We do not break eye contact for a second.
Okay.
And did I mention he has like a backpack on? It's like the bag, it honestly looks like it's carrying rifles. This is like the shape of the bag. Yeah. And he's like he's pacing back and forth, maintaining eye contact with me.
Do you have eyebrow movement?
I'm not moving at all. I'm just looking at him stone-faced.
Okay.
He then finally breaks eye contact, turns around to like a 6-pack of iced tea. It's like bottles, and he elbows it. I swear to God. I swear on my life.
He gave it his strongest elbow.
For real? He MMA. And then, so that's when he breaks to do it. He turns back at me. And then he leaves the aisle, and I never see him again.
You know what you had to do? You had to go an elbow. And then look back at him.
I've never been intimidated in a store. I was like, oh, this guy's going to come up behind me and stab me in the neck. That's what I thought that this guy was going to do.
Which is, oh, man. And could you imagine if that guy would have been like me, but you don't know me? Because if I would have done that elbow, it would have broke the whole store.
We're lucky it wasn't you.
Yeah, because if it was me, I have the strongest elbows in the Midwest. By far.
There has never been an interaction like that. I mean,
most interaction. How long ago was this?
2 days ago.
Really?
I swear to God. It happened at Walmart, 27th Street. 27th in Oklahoma.
What race was this guy?
He was a Mexican, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
He was a brown. I don't know if he was Mexican.
Okay.
He might have just been a tan white guy. I really don't know.
Okay.
He honestly, he struck me a little homeless, so he could have just been outside all the time.
Yeah, Yeah,
I literally do not know.
The fact that he throws the elbow.
The elbow was crazy.
It was funny that you guys were. How long did this interaction last?
About 30 seconds.
And he paced.
He did start pacing.
Like, do you think that he was like trying to do something?
I think what I think would happen, I honestly think, is that he was trying to mind his own business, and we caught eye contact, and I think he thought I was hostile, so he was like trying to tough up his chest, and because I didn't break, he goes, "Oh, I'll show him."
It's also very.
That's what I think happened.
That seems like a very like animalistic
very
thing to do.
Chimp-like, very ape-like.
Ape, like literally like animalistic like thing to do. Like all I can think of is like
crazy.
Two chickens like finally like they're grazing, they're fucking not even near each other. They finally see each other. They find another chicken and they're just like, wait, what the fuck is this? Is this other chicken looking at me? And then they puff out their chest.
He probably didn't expect me to keep eye contact as long as I did. Because I don't break eye contact with people like that.
Yeah, you don't.
I have to get, because I'm not. I wasn't
Is that why you run into so many weird people? Is that you make the eye contact, and when they like get the eye contact, they
hold, yeah.
And then they're also like, oh, this guy's looking at me, so he probably wants to talk to me. That might be it. Maybe that's why you attract so many.
I don't know what it is, but these people flock to me like I'm fucking
because unless they're gorgeous, I'm not like looking at them for long.
You know what? I try to not look at better looking people.
Girls I'll look at for a long time.
I hold eye contact
much longer than I should.
A lot. The weird people I can't stop looking at.
I always said this. You're somebody that I envy for one reason, which is the fact that you talk to every person the same.
Yeah.
Except for weird people.
Yeah.
And when I say that, if I said that to any other person, I was like, David talks to everybody the same except for weird people. People would be like, that's so fucked up of him. But no, you put these people on a pedestal. Like you like these people will talk to you, and you're probably the first person that they talk to in like months, and like they just open up to you because you're like, okay, tell me more.
I do like, although that guy, he really did he had struck like that fight or flight mechanism, I felt it. I really was like, I might have to defend myself against that guy. So, but that being said, I respect him more than I respect most of the friends that I have, because I like him more.
I've never met him, and I respect him more than my father.
I do too. I don't.
My father or your father? Because you love your father a lot.
Either who, it doesn't matter. I really.
That guy's tough.
Once he turned the corner, I like waited a second because I didn't want him to assume that I was following him, so you have to do something else.
Yeah.
But then I tried to just to like keep I literally never found him again.
Really?
And I looked for a little bit. He was. You should have
went to somebody at the store and been like, "Hey, can we find this guy on the cameras and see what he's up to?"
You know what? All I did was tell my coworker.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's as far as I went. And the next day, he was like, he just walked up to me, the coworker, and he started looking at me like that. And then he elbowed something and walked away. I was like, all right, that was funny.
And you love elbows too.
I mean, it was so funny how perfect that guy was. But I had, because I was like, I can't stop looking at him now.
Because if he would have done a punch, it would have been like whatever.
But like the elbow was crazy.
Because that guy clearly has jiu-jitsu training.
He threw a right. It was definitely a right.
Yeah.
If it was a left, it'd be over.
Oh yeah. Because elbows will make you laugh every single time. We used to have this thing where we'd go to the gym and like it'd be me, you, and Mike. And Mike, a guy that like wants to take things serious. You and I can't like be serious for too long. I mean, even though we both like went there at this wanting to get gains, wanting to work out, which we did.
At this point, my friend Mike and I had been working out for a couple months. And I was working out very consistently at this point.
Yes.
And you were like, you know what, I'm going to come as well. Mm-hmm. And neither of us thought it was going to go as badly and as poorly as it did.
Well, yeah, especially on bench day. Like it was like a chest day, which is just like perfect for me because like I have a strong chest.
I literally don't think we finished one workout properly
ever.
Full set.
Because all I had to do was there was a punching bag in there, and it like it
wasn't a punching bag that was hanging up.
It'd be set up against a wall so that way you could hang it up if you wanted to. So I'd pick it up and lay it flat on the ground, and I go, while you guys were just doing your sets,
you wouldn't
say anything. I'd full mount the bag and just start throwing down ground and pound elbows, and I wouldn't break, and you just see it. And I remember one of your sets, you just laughed too hard to the point where you couldn't finish it. And then Mike, like, because he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, James?" I go, "Just working on my right." Sorry, man. Which I mean, I feel sorry for anybody that like catches my ground and pound, because imagine if I ever actually got to give somebody that.
I know. I mean, it's the only aspect of your game that you work on.
Yes.
So like if you.
I think that I'd be a phenomenal ground and pound. Like if I joined MMA, all I'd do is go for the takedown and just like ground.
Who are the best ground and pounders?
Me,
Robbie Lawler.
No, it's me, Brock Lesnar.
That's
all. That's literally it. Yeah, it's Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was like, because he was. Did you know Brock Lesnar? This might be a fact that you don't know about him. You might probably not know anything about him.
I don't know. Okay.
He was in WWE.
I obviously. Didn't know
that. So like, quote unquote, a fake wrestler. Prior to the WWE, went 113-2 in NCAA tournaments.
So he's a world-class wrestler?
He was a professional wrestler.
I didn't know that.
Like, actual, like, wrestler. So he, like, went this entire time being in, like, WWE, and everybody's just like, oh, yeah, like, why would this guy come from WWE? That shit's fake to this. Comes in and just, like, not dominate. Like, he actually was, for a little bit, the best heavyweight in the world. Like, he obviously won the championship. And was significantly, when at his best, he was significantly better than anybody. And he just tackled people down.
Didn't John Jones call him out?
Yeah, they wanted to super.
He wanted to do the super fight with him.
I think that like
something happened, right?
I think that he like
John Jones popped again.
No, I think that Brock Lesnar popped.
Oh, did
he? Yeah. I mean, sense. It's just funny because like neither of them can pass USADA. It's just like impossible.
But, yeah, what can you do?
I mean, steroids are a way of life.
Speaking of wrestling, there was a TikTok that popped up. It was a WWE thing. I don't know what the event was, but it was a major. Like it might have been SmackDown. What is like the best championship? Think of early 2000s.
WrestleMania?
Maybe something like that, right?
Okay.
Is John Cena and Batista, would they have been competed in that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so It is like
it's usually Undertaker like full on undefeated.
Whatever the round. It's a huge wrestling tournament,
or it's Royal Rumble.
It's like it might have been the Royal Rumble.
Was there like a bunch of people in the ring?
I don't know, but here's the story. So like in 2002, 2003, essentially the peaks of John Cena and Dave Bautista, like they're two of the most popular wrestlers at the time. So I think Batista is supposed to win.
Okay,
that's how it's set up.
Yeah.
And in WWE, everybody knows that like the winners are pretty much set up and
prior,
and it's just, I mean, they take like real hits and shit like that, but they're performers, you know. That's what they do.
That's what they're meant to do.
And
they're good actors.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Do you know who Vince McMahon is?
Obviously.
He is the essentially the
owner of WWE.
Yes, the commissioner. He does everything. He has a monopoly on all of it. And Roger Goodell is a comparison to him for the NFL.
Not even kind of close, because he also owns like WCW, like all these, like he owns like a bunch of wrestling.
Right. It's like if Roger Goodell also owned the XFL and shit like that.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Like that.
And Adam Silver, if he owned like college basketball and anyways. Yep. So what's also different about Vince McMahon is because of the way wrestling is, he becomes a character within the world of it. Yes. So he's seen as like this, like this evil boss, I guess.
Yeah, big evil boss.
Yeah, you know, like that.
Has his henchmen randomly and shit. Yes.
But anyways. So
I digress. You need to start using that.
I digress.
So
Dave Batista is supposed to win.
Yeah.
Right? John Cena is supposed to be knocked out. Here's the problem. They both fall out of the ring at the exact same time. They hit the ground exact same time. The refs don't know what to do. Nobody knows what to do. John Cena's confused. Dave Bautista's confused. They both are like, their arms are both up. Like all the refs are like. So Vince McMahon comes up the back, right? And he's furious. He's playing it up a little bit, but he's actually pissed.
Yes.
So everybody's in the ring, and Vince McMahon is running out from the back.
He does his
millionaire
walk.
Jumps into the ring, tears both his quads at the same time.
I remember him having those.
So when he gets into the ring, he tries to stand, immediately falls down and cannot get up, and he's stuck in the ring. Do you know that story?
I'd never seen that, but I remember him like having leg braces and stuff.
It is fucking.
And when stuff like that happens, it also becomes part of the character, like in later.
It is on TikTok, like the guy shows every aspect about it. It's so fucking funny to watch Vince McMahon come out as the character Vince McMahon, go in, and then immediately come to reality that he's an old man and just tears both of his
jacked
quads.
Old man. Have you ever seen that guy?
Yeah, but tears both his quads.
Like that guy would be able to beat you up.
No, you can't.
Not me.
You can't beat me up.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
He towers over you.
Huh? How tall do you think this man is?
Same height as me, 6'7".
That guy's not.
Yes.
He's elderly,
but buff.
So what?
Dude, that guy could shoulder press you easily. Oh, speaking of that, ran into some women the other day.
Speaking of what?
Shoulder
pressing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I ran into some
while I was shoulder pressing.
No, it's better than that.
Oh, okay.
They beautiful women, and they're at this store.
How old are them?
How old are them?
Oh, yeah,
13 or something. No, they're of age girls.
they're
like 20, 22.
They're of age.
Yeah, they're like 20, 22.
Yeah.
They're working in the back of a store because I'm working on a fucking.
You're at a mall?
No.
Where are you?
At a grocery, like one of those hipster grocery stores.
Like a Whole Foods or something?
It's Trader Joe's, but I don't know if that's everywhere.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is fucking everywhere.
Is that everywhere?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was here.
A bunch of babes there, dude.
Yeah, that's like...
So many babes. And this girl has like a pallet that's
You don't know that these girls are of age?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure of age.
Yeah.
And these pallets are like stacked above this girl's head. Not that says much because I was like 2 feet over it. But that's because I'm huge. And I walk in there and she's like trying to move this thing. And I'm bringing in tools and I go, you need a hand with that?
Oh, man. I thought you were going to say something different.
And I move it, right? And she's like, oh, thank you. And she's like grabbing her back. I said, oh, it's no problem. She was like, that was so heavy. How did you move that? You made it look easy. I was like, yeah, it's whatever. And she was like, and like these two really hot girls start grabbing my muscles. I go, I can lift a lot more than that too. I pick one of them up in the middle of the store. I start shoulder pressing her.
Oh man.
And Johnny walks in and I had to my coworker, I put her down real quick. I'm like, sorry, got to get back to work.
I get the shoulder press reference now. That makes sense.
Yeah. I that's the first thing that I do when I meet a attractive woman. I go, hey, I can shoulder press you. And then either they go, clearly, or they go, no, you can't. I go, you want to see? And they go,
what a workout to pick. Because let's say,
what would you do? What would you deadlift her?
I could deadlift you, babe.
I could deadlift you.
I could hang clean you.
Bam!
I'm just, if the pickup line is to I can shoulder press you to a girl, it just seems like a workout girls don't know if they don't work out. I don't know if I didn't work out, I wouldn't know what a shoulder press is.
But here's the thing: I'm not wasting my time with women that don't know what a shoulder press is.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, you're a beta, and women can be betas too, because I don't discriminate.
Yeah, okay.
There's also alpha women that usually they wear strap-ons and fuck you, but those are my babes.
Did your guild like our podcast? Did any of them watch it?
They haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I told them that I had to do a podcast, which I was on a podcast this past weekend.
Yeah.
Which is also a podcast by Theo Vaughn.
I was on the podcast this past weekend. Is that what
I was not on that podcast, but on this last weekend I was on
that
a
was
podcast.
Happening. I think more than 20 people would watch ours.
Which is giving us a lot of credit. I actually scrolled through and there's a couple 40 view ones. Did you know that?
Yeah, the first couple ones.
No, there's
recent ones.
Yeah, look at this.
Recent ones.
100%. We got
Which ones? Not recent.
Wait.
Yeah, there's literally
23.
Yeah,
that's pretty big. 21, 31.
That's pretty big.
31. There's 31 views there. 28.
The boys are hard.
I don't even remember.
Why did you write that name?
I think it was about us being erect.
Oh, okay. That's most of them.
But we get 20 views, a decent amount, which I didn't think that we even got that many. I'm going to be honest.
I didn't either.
I legitimately thought, because when I checked them, right, 29, when I checked...
Oh, look at that.
Stinky Boy really brought down our views. But, no, it's... what was I saying?
Yeah, you want me to help you up?
Yeah.
We were talking about how you were losing your mind and your early dementia.
Yeah.
The guild watching the podcast.
Yeah, so I told them about it or whatever, and they had actually seen me on a podcast this past weekend. They were watching Theo Vaughn. No, I hopped on the stream, got really drunk. I was with you that night, and I had told you last weekend I ran into a porn star on World of Warcraft, which... Me being a good player that I am, she took a liking to me.
Yeah.
As far as a personality as well, because I was just joking around the entire time, making cum jokes, which I'm really good at cum jokes.
Yeah.
And you know that. Coming is my thing.
Yes, it is.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's coming.
Yeah, nobody can stop you when you're coming.
Yep. Literally nobody.
I know.
And that's a challenge. That's a challenge out there for anybody. If I'm coming, I dare you to stop me.
I just want to say, if there's ever a time when there's rape accusations against you,
that's never gonna happen.
I'm gonna be upset.
Why?
Because I'm right next to you, saying if you're coming, you're not stopping.
I can solemnly swear, right? Is that Scout's honor? I've never raped anybody.
Okay, good. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I can, and here's the thing: I'll make a Instagram video saying that
and happened. If your video comes out, I'll be the first to say I can't talk.
Yeah. But so I joke around and end up getting this girl added on World of Warcraft. She wants to play more with me. We play a little bit, joke around some more, and end up the next day she's hitting me up again to play. We play a little bit, and then I end up going to a party with you. And they message me. They want me on this podcast thing. It's a post-raid podcast that one of my buddies does. He plays World of Warcraft, and I go and play with their guild every now and then. They just drink beers and kind of shoot the shit about World of Warcraft, about stupid shit.
And they get a lot of views too.
They get like 40 viewers each. About 40 to 100 viewers each.
A little bit more than us. Okay.
Yep. I mean, but it's live. It's a live stream.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think that they recorded and uploaded or anything like that.
So it's a little bit different of a format.
Yep. It's called Post Trade. It's on twitch.tv/John Aboli or VT Haley. They both do it.
Oh, I guess it is a podcast format. It's just a.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like a live stream. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's how they do it
on Twitch. You popped on into it, yeah.
Popped on into it, started getting drunk. She was there. She messaged me while I was at a party with you.
Yeah, you got to get here.
Me and you make out with this dog for a little bit, which, I mean, it was a sexy dog.
Yeah,
really
keep going.
And I'll say the best kisser I've ever met was that dog.
Yeah.
And end up going on this podcast, just shooting the shit with them. Those two are streaming. And this girl, she's a porn star, but also does YouTube and shit. She's pretty decently big on YouTube. Name is Redhead Redemption. And she goes, yeah, I think I'm going to turn on my stream. She turns on her stream, instantly has 60 viewers. Like, she goes, yeah, I've streamed like 5 times. She turns on her stream, instantly has 60 viewers.
On Twitch?
Yeah, on Twitch.
And it's just because she's a porn star?
She's also a YouTuber, so she's an influencer now. So she doesn't do porn anymore.
Yeah.
But she's an influencer. And just instantly has 60 viewers. And, I mean, I ran through my 3 recycled jokes, and it was a good time. It was funny.
Wait, so why did you get so many viewers so quickly?
Just because she's an influencer.
And she has, like, a following already?
Yeah, so like it carries over, right? Like if you're like big on Twitter, you're going to become big on another platform.
Yeah, I guess,
etc. She's big on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So it ended up working out. As soon as she went live, she tweeted Dron's stream, and like a bunch of people tuned in there. Even another like a girl that goes on the Raj Patel show.
Did people like it? And do they go, "Oh, you're the best part"? Oh my God, this guy must have some other stuff. Maybe something with like a partner or something.
Yeah.
Did they say anything like that?
Yeah, and I gave them a shout out. So we're going to have 100 new viewers.
Oh, cool.
No.
Well, I would like to know that prior.
I didn't plug at all.
Why not?
I mean, I should have. I 100% should have. I'm going to probably stream with this girl like more often because she wants to play like World of Warcraft and shoot the shit with me.
You'll plug your stream. Plug this thing.
Huh? I didn't even plug my stream.
You just went on?
Yeah, I just went on, just goofed off, and I don't know. People were laughing at the shit that I said. It was funny. But, I mean, like I said, I ran through my 3 recycled jokes, so I can't go again.
I mean, I'll teach you. We don't have integrity.
Yeah. I'll sell out.
It's not that we will sell out. We sell out.
Yeah, we're going to sell out.
We're sellouts.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
When we have an opportunity to get our name out there, just put it out there.
In any way possible, too.
Yeah.
You see what Steve-O's doing?
Not having us. What do you...
He duct taped himself to a billboard.
For how long?
3 days.
What, to protest fucking SeaWorld
again? Yeah.
Is it really again?
No, it's for his stand-up special.
Oh, if it was SeaWorld again, I was like, man, nobody likes SeaWorld. We got it.
Yeah, we all hate SeaWorld. We're all in.
Yeah.
People still go there, though, huh?
I've never been there once.
Me neither. And I never will, and that's my protest.
Where is it?
I don't know.
If I'm in the area, I'll check it out. But
yeah, I mean, if this will get us viewers, because I'll go to SeaWorld.
I'll do whatever it takes to get somebody to watch this.
Yeah, but no, it was a fun time. I'm probably going to go on there again this weekend. So I'll maybe we'll link their streams. Check it out.
I was talking about just not knowing about a rapist and then it popping up. That's partly to do with the fact with Crystalia and Brian Callen and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Is there a new one?
No, there's no new one. I just really never brought this up to you. There's, let's say before the rape allegations, not the Crystalia one, I would pop into like the Fighter and the Kid or the Joe Rogan subreddit and just read. I don't subscribe to these things. Mm-hmm. I gotta say, before I used to be an avid Joe Rogan listener.
Yeah.
And for a while, I was listening to all of them, and then after a while, you go, okay, I kind of get it. You know? Yeah. And then you just listen to the big ones, you know.
Mm-hmm. When he has like a dope at,
yeah, I'd listen to the Rob Lowe one. Couldn't listen to the Post Malone one.
Really?
Yeah, they were just high on mushrooms, and I listened for 10 minutes. I was like, I got it. Did you like it?
Gov, I guess, really liked it.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it. I mean, I listen to podcasts.
I'll check out a random scientist. If there's a comedian, I almost always watch those ones.
I try to stick to like Bobby Lee.
So one thing, you go to Joe Rogan subreddit, and I want to go to the subreddit to be like, what did people think of this new podcast? See, like, oh, that's I like when they talk about this thing.
Yep.
What instead is that they just fucking rip on Joe Rogan. Like they don't like him. It seems like he'll talk about the same topics, and it's just like constantly berating him.
I had somebody Gov critiqued him even and said something along the lines of like, yeah, he just like lets like people just ramble on about their crazy thoughts. I go, but I don't think I agree with that though.
It's a strange, for as popular as it is, and it's fine. Like if people don't like it, it's cool. You know, it's not for everybody. But when you like, I've never seen such a like. You're within their community. And Joe doesn't interact with these people. It's just like they just built themselves up in the subreddit.
Yeah.
They just like constantly, and they'll shit on like everything Joe said, and it's weird. I'm not even.
But they watch every single episode.
So I'm not even. Yeah, they'll watch every episode
fully through.
Yeah.
Which is a full-time job.
So I'm not even. Literally, it really is a full-time job to watch every Joe Rogan episode.
Literally.
So I'm not even trying to bring that point up because I'm not being as specific as I can. What I'm really trying to get to is the fighter and the kid one, which is crazy. I mean, that hate is even worse.
Really?
So first off,
Brendan Schaub gets a lot of hate.
They hate Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
I mean, they despise him.
Yes.
We were making fun of the I can't talk thing.
Yes.
That is like the most critiqued thing on there. And we didn't even know.
Really?
Everybody will just comment like I can't talk, but they'll misspell it the way he said it. I could talk. I could talk.
Yeah.
They comment like that like crazy.
Yes.
They'll post pictures of Brendan Schaub like 2 years ago where he's like a little more trimmed up, and now I guess he's just like bloated in the face. They count like, oh, he looks like he got stung by bees. They just like
that's so fucked up.
They rip this guy apart. And there are YouTube videos dissecting Brendan Schaub's stand-up special being the worst stand-up special of all time. People will post that
People
video.
do hate that, yeah.
They hate it. They mean literally everything they do.
I get do they ever critique Brian Callen?
So Brian usually gets pretty good praise.
High praise, yeah.
Yeah, because Brian...
Guy's good. Brian's good.
Most of the time he's funny. After the rape accusations, not as much praise. Gotta say.
A different kind of praise from people that you don't really want praise from.
Didn't expect the praise from them,
yeah.
But they came out the shadows.
Yeah.
But the Brendan stuff. I mean, they will just post like, look at Brendan, because this is a huge critique that he gets all the time is that he'll say something to you like, man, I fucking hate this thing, and then the guest will be like, no, I kind of like it. And he goes, oh, dude, it's the dopest. He like immediately flips like that. Yeah. And he was talking to Bert on a podcast. And within 30 seconds,
Bert Kreischer.
They like he switches his shit. So they'll always post like, look at Brendan flipping again.
Yeah.
Constant hate. I mean, it's like you don't even see like a.
So what do they say about Brian?
They are throwing dirt in this guy's name now.
Really? He hasn't even been a host for a while because that's like 10 episodes.
It's just like, man, it's not the same as Brett. Like the Brendan hate is like pretty overwhelming, but the Brian hate is like, man, what a year for Brian. Got caught cheating on his wife.
Did he?
Yeah, lost his wife, lost his home. His show got canceled. I guess I didn't know any of this. This is just from the comments. And I did no research, so this all could be fake.
Yeah.
This is just from comments.
Yes.
But people are just throwing shit, like they are just like, they are.
And here's the thing, I'll blindly throw out facts too.
So I guess also his wife has taken the kids. I say his show got canceled. He also caught COVID and now has rape accusations. And I guess he gave COVID to like his producers and shit like that on Fighter and the Kid. So they're like, man, what a year for Brian. And
really?
They are just ripping this guy. I mean, if he's a rapist, fuck him.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. That's just because I'm biased and I don't want to be a rapist.
But that being said, I think that you liked Chris D'Elia more than Brian Callen.
Yeah.
And you were immediately like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean
the first time I didn't believe it, but that was because
with the Chris D'Elia, it was just so overwhelming with so many girls coming out, and it doesn't necessarily seem like he's raping them with the Chris D'Elia one, but it does seem like he was actively pursuing young girls for sure. Yes. 18, I guess it's legal, you know.
Yeah, bit odd for an older man.
It is odd, but it seems like it's. I don't know if it's proven, but it seems likely that some of them might have been 17.
I even feel weird about it now.
It does seem weird.
Because I've been swiping on Tinder or whatever, and I matched with an 18-year-old.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like 2 days ago,
and I was younger than my sister. It's weird.
And I was thinking, I was like, this is like weird.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, she's a good-looking girl.
Yeah,
like,
it's not illegal.
The girl actually that I met, that I'm like thinking of specifically. She's 18 and she's the best looking girl I swipe right on every person. Like I literally I'll do this. Like I just nonstop go and see, because as an ugly guy, I can't be picky.
Sure.
Otherwise I'll just literally get no matches ever. Yeah. Even though I have a solid Tinder bio, it's good. I won't get matches otherwise.
Yeah.
So I just swipe right on everybody, see who comes back. Mm-hmm. This girl's one of the best looking girls I've matched with in a while.
But she's 18.
And I was thinking of messaging her and I was like, 18 seems really young now.
Well,
that's 6-year difference.
It's what's not fun is talking to them.
Yes, they have no substance.
They don't know the things that are interesting to them. Is like I just
which
got my
I mean,
license.
it's like a girl thing in general.
I just got my braces off.
Yeah,
it's boring.
Or like, I think about even back when I was 18, right? Mm-hmm. Be like, ask me. So, what kind of things are you into?
I'm asking you that.
Yeah, ask me that.
Yeah, what are you like? What are you into? What do you like?
LOL. I kind of like working out, playing football, the normal stuff.
Oh, that's what you say?
How about you? That used to be what I said. Ask me now.
What are you into?
I don't know, like cranking my hog, playing video games and stuff. And I'll say that instead. Which is just like a better response, because the other one, that's not substance. I don't give. Okay, yeah. If I message an 18-year-old girl, she's like, "Oh, I love volleyball," or
it's boring.
It's like, I don't give a fuck. And here's the thing: not only do I not give a fuck about that, I'm better than you at volleyball. I'm 20. I'm 24, and I will jump up over a fucking net.
We're really talking
and spike some shit into your face.
We're really talking with our wisdom as 24-year-olds.
I mean, I'm a genius.
Yeah. We really know how the world works.
But still, like, I don't know. Even then, like that.
Yes, I would say we have more wisdom than 18-year-olds.
I've worked the same job for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a rut, downhill, letting myself go bad. But I still got a better life than these bitches.
Sometimes, that reminds me of the being in the rut. Sometimes,
do you think that you're in a rut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes think.
I think you are too.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes
Cool thing about being in a rut for me.
When I start talking, it doesn't mean you start talking.
Okay, go.
I have conversations.
The good thing about being in a rut for me.
I have conversations in my head with people, as if like I'm going to have these conversations. So sometimes I pretend like I'm in an interview.
Yes.
And they ask me the question, where do you see yourselves in 5 years? That's the question I'm having in my head, right? Mm-hmm. That somebody asked me. And my answer in my head was like, oh, I'd have a shotgun in my mouth and I'm about to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
I had that conversation in my head today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend, I was out to work till like 4:35. It was like an 11-hour day.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "No, I'm just at work." And she's like, "I just wanted to like make sure you were okay, not dead. Just like she's like, I just want to make sure you're fine.
Just making sure that you didn't throw that potato in your exhaust and started up your car."
And I was like, "Yeah, I just I said, yeah, my headphones died, so I've just been alone with my thoughts for the past couple hours." And she's like, "Oh, like what have you been thinking about?" And it was like the shotgun in my head thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, nothing. Just like,
LOL, nothing.
LOL, nothing.
Tongue face.
In like 5 minutes before she had the call, I was like, yeah, I could see myself with a shotgun in my head in 5 years. And I'm not even suicidal.
My answer to that is towering over you still like I am right now, but with a lot more money and higher because I'm standing on my money. Mm-hmm. That's my answer to them.
Sometimes I have arguments with people that I've made up in my head, right?
Yeah.
Like I start like, no, you're an idiot, right?
Yes.
And then I lose the argument that I made up.
You lose your own argument with this fabricated person.
Yeah.
That's also a fabricated argument.
Yeah.
Where you have have it in your favor.
I have complete control.
Because the argument could also be about anything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, LeBron James is like the best player in the world, if you think that.
That person that I made up and that I have complete control of starts convincing me that I'm wrong. I make up arguments and then lose the arguments.
You know what that reminds? Literally, you remind me of what's his fucking name? What's Morty's fucking dad's name?
Morty?
Morty's dad's name, yeah, from Rick and Morty.
Oh, Jerry.
Jerry. You remind me of Jerry. Because, like, I feel like if you got, like, remember that episode where they get everything extracted from them and it becomes, like, their personality? And,
yes,
like, she's just, like, a big spider and he's just, like, this slime spineless.
Set up the episode. Jerry and Beth go to a counselor, a marriage counselor.
Yes.
And they...
Like an out of
they both,
world.
They both take... this machine takes the idea of what they believe the other person appears.
Yes.
And it's like monsteristic creatures.
Yes.
So Jerry believes Beth as to be like this
very intimidating
Black Widow, psychic, huge monster.
Yes.
And Beth believes him to be like this slug
with
spineless, weak person.
Yes.
But you find out that like they're actually symbiotic and they use each other. Yeah. And the two monsters break and kill everybody in the. It's a great episode.
It's a very good episode. But you remind me without having like Beth in it.
Oh, you remind me of the spineless Jerry.
Yeah, because because you just don't believe in yourself so much, and it's just that's you.
I just rewatched that whole show from start to finish.
I got to rewatch it again. I haven't watched the new season at all.
Well, every episode's on HBO Max minus the new season. I recommend it. It's a good rewatch.
Yeah, I mean, I can watch it whenever.
Do you have HBO Max?
I have Hulu. I can watch it on there.
Is all of Rick and Morty on there?
Yes.
HBO Max is better.
HBO Max is owned by Hulu.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, they have HBO.
Hulu doesn't own HBO.
I mean, it's whatever.
You just say things.
Yeah, I know.
You have no
knowledge
knowledge of things.
False facts. I don't give a fuck.
I really did like when your knowledge on the Brian Callen rape scandal was all from one YouTube video that you watched.
Yeah. And
then you did no knowledge and just plagiarized all of what Andrew Schultz said.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, that's why we make a podcast.
Is to just plagiarize other podcasts.
To plagiarize better podcasts and then have no one watch ours.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Us do something that's good worse.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, but that's also us doing a podcast, right?
That is
like,
true.
We're not even, I don't even think that we can call this a podcast anymore. This is like a cast.
It's just you and me jerking each other off for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or an hour.
Yeah. You think that could last an hour and a half?
We can't last an hour and a half. We can barely, what is it right now? 56 minutes? Look at that. It flew by. I didn't even think we could make an hour today.
Really?
No, I mean, we can.
I only came in with that poop story. which I could say that every week. Literally every single. Speaking of honestly, poop, I had blood in my poop.
You coming out with that poop story, that's more than you usually come up with.
Yeah.
Most of the time you have completely nothing. Actually, for a couple of weeks we've had really nothing.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks have been tough. Let's go through our opening of what we do before every podcast. You come in, you walk down the stairs.
I do nothing.
You're singing a song.
Yeah, usually.
I have a bunch of trash on my desk.
Usually.
A lot of trash. I usually have to shower most of the time.
Yeah, you have garbage everywhere. You try to make me clean up your garbage.
Yes. And we don't start for like 30 minutes because I usually have to shower, clean up stuff.
Yeah, just whatever time I set, you go, oh yeah, I have a half an hour after that, which is a crazy thing to assume, but that's just the way it is.
But in reality, you text me, today's exception, I knew that we were going to start at 9 from the start.
You always know we're going to start at 9.
And we kind of started at 9.
Yeah, 9:11 we started at.
Seriously, man?
It's crazy.
That's fucked up. And then we sit down, and once we get like the podcast area set up, both of us look at each other, and I go, do you got anything? You go, no, do you? I go, absolutely not.
And then we start rolling.
Because I always find it funny. Don't do that.
What?
Stop. Like, that's really bad on the audio. It fucking hurts my ears.
It hurts your ears?
Yes, I got sensitive ears, bro.
My ears. We got 2 minutes left.
I got asked by my guildie too, like a different guildie. He goes, so like, what do you guys talk about? I go,
that's always the question.
Literally nothing. And like, it's everybody asks that question, but I always answer this. Usually my answer is always the same.
Yes. What, you want us to have like a hook to get people to watch? We don't have that.
Yeah. You want us to talk about
white guys. Stories. One, we actually both.
You're Puerto Rican.
Sort of.
You should use your Puerto Rican more to your advantage.
I know I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we both
use your Puerto Rican privilege.
We look way older and out of shape for being 24-year-olds.
Not me.
Yeah.
I look like an absolute athletic.
We look out of our age. One person gets really mad, the other person doesn't, and that's it.
I think I stay calm a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I just go, yeah, it's just a jerk off instruction video.
What's our selling point? We don't have one.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to listen about cum? Because we're good at talking about cum. I'm actually I'll say it. I'm the best at talking about cum.
And that's our show.
That's our show.
Is that it?
Yeah, sure. We're like right on the dot.
Hold on. We got
wait, what do you want to talk? You want to sing like part of a song for us?
Man, not today.
Not today. 100,000. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe tomorrow.
That's a... All right, peace out, cunts.